I'm a little early today. This is a surfing stream. For some weird reason, my damn um, hold on a second. My damn my damn um. Sorry, I'm eating chips. I probably should stop. For some weird reason, my damn um, thumbnail didn't upload right. I don't know what's going on with that. Uh, let's see. I just want to do something different. I want to surf the internet just randomly. Um, just to see what I can find. Just to see what's on there. Who we got in here? You already know. Get my likes up if you can. Um, trying to figure out what to talk about. I mean, we can start with politics. Did y'all see these damn jobs numbers today? I think that's about a load of bullshit. Um, the Bureau of Labor Statistics has these job numbers, which are pretty bad. Share my screen right here. We lost. I think they only said that they created about 12,000 new jobs this month, which is horrible. But they're blaming it on jobs report. Let me just see. I personally think it's bullshit. I think the job numbers have been down for months. Um, I think they've been bad for months. I don't think that. I think that this 12,000 increase, which is horrible. Uh, I think it's been down for months. To be honest with you, trying to figure it out. See, the October jobs market, weakest pace of job creation since 2020, since COVID, since COVID. But they're not. I want to see if there's a chart that'll mark it by month to show you how bad this is, because I personally believe that this economy that we're in right now is just as bad as the one in COVID, just as bad. And I think that it's being artificially inflated. You can get on LinkedIn and hear about a layoff. Every day I'm hearing about some new layoff. Every day. Let me see. There's a layoff tracker. Let's see. Layoff. I know there's a layoff tracker. Let me see this tracker. I think this one right here only does tech. But there's layoffs.fyi. And let me see layoff charts. Tech layoffs since list of employees laid off. Cisco, Amperty, Eventbrite, Unbounce, Be Real, Redbox, Ginkgo. Not even sure what company that is. TikTok. And Cisco is going through multiple rounds of layoffs. Like, I know Cisco's got this one. They're saying that this layoff date was 8. Yeah. Yeah. They're saying that this layoff date was August the 9th, I believe. But I know they went through multiple rounds. For some weird reason, this isn't populating with which companies have had the biggest layoffs. Damn, Q1 was was wild, right? Employees laid off, companies with layoffs. So apparently Q4 has the lowest amount of layoffs. That's just because nobody's hiring. That's why. Oh, and we just started Q4. My bad. I can't see. Yeah, this is not populating. Usually this populates. Let me see. Layoff tracker. All tech. It just seems like we're only getting ones from tech. That's probably because tech, I guess they're taking. Oh, this one is interesting. Damn, Intel, Dell. Dell is such a interesting company. Like, bro, they lay off all the damn time. Look at this: Dell, Intel, Dell, Cisco, Scale, IBM. So we got Zap, Dropbox, ByteDance. ByteDance is TikTok. Tesla, Dell again, SAP, Xerox, pretty well-known companies. I wonder if I can put. Okay, let's see. They got it by day here. Dropbox. I heard about this shit. They're laying off. I definitely no a job. I didn't hear about that. They're laying off 20% of the company. I heard about Myro, crap, cracking the cryptocurrency exchange. Remember all that fucking cryptocurrency bullshit? 15% of that. DraftKings. Shit, maybe I can just do. Maybe I can do just content on the economy and the layoffs. I don't know, tech layoffs. Maybe I can just do that. DraftKings, 2025. More crypto. Docker. See, this makes semiconductor. Okay, I think that they just laid off the people in there. Nintendo. Look at this shit. This is all just this is all just in the last week. Gee whiz. It's all in the last week. DriveWise. And these are good big companies. Meta. Meta laid off about 100 people. Sorry. Netflix. Man, this is all October, I guess. King. Oh yeah, that's the one that makes Candy Crush. Zynga, that's another game maker. Career builder. Man, this is all just through CDW. Let me see what employees. I'm curious what employees they laid off at CDW, though. I'm curious about this. Jesus. That's what I'm saying. Don't give me this shit about our economy's doing fine. Don't give me this shit because that's what they're trying to tell us. The numbers are telling us different. The economy is not doing well at all right now. In fact, like I said, this is the worst economy. I think it's 2008, and I think they've been. I think that it's been inflated. Okay, so this lady, She's an account manager. That's bad when you start laying off salespeople. Yeah, that's bad. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, bro. This is horrible. This is bad. I'm telling you. And we don't and I don't think we know where the bottom is from this. But what I don't understand, let me see a company like Intel. Right. So Intel lays off Dropbox. Let me see Dropbox. Let me see. I bet you. Let me see their revenue. I want to see if their revenue. Look at this. Look at this shit. But their revenue is fine. The revenue is up 1%. It was up 3% in March. Let me see this shit. This is February. This is June. I don't know. I gotta see because this may be something different. So their earnings call is in September, but it's scheduled for the 7th, which is this week. It doesn't make sense though. It doesn't make sense. If we start finding out that companies are cutting people even though their revenues are doing well, that's going to be that's going to cause some issues. I'm trying to find something more recent outside of these layoffs. Okay. Okay, now I can't read it though. Okay, so it laid off 20% of its staff. Let me look at this really quick. So they said they laid off 500 last year. Excess layers of management, 20%. Wrote that Dropbox core file syncs here. Continue macro headwinds in our core business. Excess layers of management. So apparently, this is what usually happens, right? So they're saying excess layers of management. Were there 500 managers? Mm, okay. So yeah, the stock is down about 20% since February. Share price is still up. Hmm. Huh. Dropbox Dash. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go through this again. I'm a little tired. I'm gonna understand that. Maybe they're just trying to cut a lot of their operating expenses. Um, see. Will they let me stream $1 million worth of game? I'm curious. Will they let me stream $1 million worth of game on here? Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if they'll let me stream it because I'm about to stream it.
Very important because a lot of times you come up and you just
this right here.
People just
Did anybody see this interview? This was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. This Lil Durk interview with a bunch of Negroes in the basement putting $1 million on the table. I don't understand what was the point of it. Looks pretty dumb to me. But we got to represent. We from the streets, from the hood. Yeah, so this right here. This right here. We blow that up on the big screen. When I saw this, complete turn off. Complete turn off. Man. And then Wallow started crying. Let's watch Wallow start crying when he giving him a voice. Thank God. I mean, they said they're not going to see next week. Thank God. I hope not. I hope that they don't see next week. Thank God. Make the neighborhood safer. Look at this one in the back smoking right here. Look at this. All ski masked up. Gee, what's going on, right? Why do all of these somebody's gotta tell it to me. Why do you think that, why are you so naive and so arrogant to think that you can save these niggas? I mean, our government spends millions and millions and millions of dollars trying to save these niggas, and they can't do it. The most powerful government in the world, in the most powerful country in the world that may have ever existed of all time, can't save these niggas. But you're going to save these niggas? Okay. We have public schools. We have paid teachers. We have medical benefits. We have trade school programs. We have housing programs. We have vouchers. But okay, we have efficient methods of government distribution to make sure these people get these things. But you're going to be the one? Never mind the fact that we have an entire economy that is dedicated to taxing people to help these niggas. But you're going to be the one that's going to save them. I don't get it. I just don't understand it at all. Like, let's hear it, though.
And it puts you on.
Oh, my God. Please. Oh, please spare me. Please spare me this shit.
To really move outside of the poverty and the conditions that we boxed the fuck into.
You're not boxed into it, dummy. You create it by the people that are around you. It's the people that are around you that make it what it is. What are you talking about?
So I know y'all up against the fucking 8 ball.
But no, nigga, you are the 8 ball. As soon as that shit gets knocked in the hole, that game is over. That's what it is. Yeah, nigga, you are the 8 ball. As soon as that fucking stick knocks that black ball in the fucking hole, the game is over. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the real world of prison. How about that? That's what's waiting for you. Look at this. This nigga has 2 guns with switches in the back. Like,
these babies and these women, they depending on y'all. You understand? You know what I mean?
Well, they're fucked. They're fucked if they're depending on y'all.
And on some real shit, we racing each other.
Yeah.
But not again.
Not fast enough. I can't believe. I don't even want to go down this road.
And I'm gonna say some shit that, like, this is documented. You know, I got a TED talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. Nigga shot my brother. He ran to the house. He died in Nanny Holmes.
It was probably one of these. The person that shot him looked like one of these people. Unfortunately. Not condoning it or anything like that, but unfortunately.
He opened the door. So I'm telling you, there's some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. When I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was harder than a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama.
Talk to him. Sure.
Because I forgave my brother killer, but you know
But this is what I don't understand. It's these guys in the back of you, and I get it. I guess let it go, right? Let it go, or what he was saying. But these guys in the back of you fit the profile of the person that killed your brother. Why? I get you focusing on yourself, but why not focus on what is the type of activity that killed him? I mean, look at the guys. Look at this on the back. Look at the two guns with the switches. Craziness, man. Sorry, y'all. I'm eating tonight. Oh man, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see anybody getting converted. Let's go to let's go to something happy. Let's go to a happy place, because I can't be watching stuff like that, because I personally don't think I think niggas in the ghetto are ignorant, and there's no saving them at all. Like, and the people, with the exception of the mom and the moms and the kids, because they don't have a choice, and the older people, they're very much the problem, to be honest with you. Very much the problem. All right, now let's go to this. All that negative, I gotta for me. See that? Now let me ask you a question. Do you see anybody in that basement in here? Anybody? You think anybody from that basement we just saw would be in here? Does he look like what's the difference between that basement and this? Can somebody answer for 500, Alex? Some of that wasabi on there. I just developed a crazy headache. I don't know how. Ate some bad food. Some food I probably wasn't supposed to eat. Trying to eat more fruits and vegetables at night. Those look like marshmallows. Yeah, I ate some bad food. I'm trying to get the fruit and vegetable game going on. This is some $1 million worth of game right here. This is the type of game I want to be around. Not around them niggas in that basement at all. I love this channel, by the way. The name of the channel is called Aiden Films. Gives like good experiences on like if you were out and eating some wasabi somewhere. Y'all enjoying this? Y'all enjoying this? Because if you're not enjoying this, we can always go back to the basement. Where would you rather be? Would you rather be in the basement with them or here getting some of this? Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's a small little car. That's an old Toyota. Old Toyota. So, from what I understand about omakase, that's when they bring out a big tuna, and then it's a whole experience from the tuna. That's what it looks like. I keep getting struck on all my videos. I may get struck on this one. Guess what I got struck for yesterday? The video I did yesterday, I got struck because I did the Jubilee debate with Destiny and all the other people. It's ridiculous. Because I'm only surfing the internet tonight. I don't have no topics. Look at that. Bro, I love the way. I'm telling you this right now. I love the way that like tuna looks before it's cut. Well, I like tuna when it's cut, but I love the way it looks. I'm going to speed it up right here. Like this. I love the way. Look at that. Look at how that looks. You know, some of the best things in life are like reddish pink like this. I don't need to go into detail on what they are, but some of the best things in life are all this color. And you know what I mean by that.
We aged 1 week tuna.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm allowed to play and what I can't play. I don't know what I'm allowed to play or what I can't play. Otro. Look at that. Man, that looks good. Okay. I got to figure out ways to grow my channel, though. I don't know how. Look at the way that slice. Woo! That looks so good. Okay. This looks like some flaky fish of some sort, some type of bass, maybe a type of bass. Definitely not tilapia, I can tell you that. I don't like his haircut. I don't understand why the side of it's cut down, the other side of it's grown out. Bonza! What's going on with his hair? You see how this hair, the left side is all cut down, the other side is so long? He's a master at what he's doing, though. I'll tell you that. God, all of a sudden I'm starting to get tired. I don't know why. Yeah, I know. They sharpen though. Not they spend hours and hours sharpening their knives. Omakase. I definitely want to go to Tokyo, man. I definitely want to go to Tokyo. I'll tell you that. Man, I'm tired. I don't know why I just got so tired all of a sudden. Tell you what. One of the best parts about Tokyo is there's no wait for a Rolex. Let me show you the type of Rolex I want. No wait for a Rolex in Tokyo. Let me show you the type of Rolex I want real quick. Let me show you. Put a pause to this. Let me show you this type of Rolex I want. Let's see. One of these.
Hi guys, this is Zach from Watches on You, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Rolex Submariner
I want
reference
this, man.
126618LB. Now, this is the new 41mm update to the
Gold
solid gold
blue
Rolex
Submariner.
with the previous models having the 40mm cases. So the main differences in this, it really has the same changes that were made
I wish I was good on YouTube. I'd buy one.
to all the other Rolex models with the introduction of the 41mm case, which is an updated movement and obviously a change in the case size. So I'm going to go into the case first. And this watch, as you can obviously see, has a solid Rolex gold case that is absolutely stunning. I mean, the heft of this, if you haven't held a gold watch with the bracelet, it's really an experience that you need to try out because they feel absolutely amazing. They're super hefty, and it's just great, I have to say. Especially Rolex models with the Oyster bracelets being pretty hefty bracelets themselves in general.
Drinking some Perrier.
With solid gold,
Make
it's
up
just
for my
a
bad
whole
food.
Another level. So the case dimensions, however, so it's the new 41mm case, which really is actually slightly under 41mm. So the difference I really don't notice a difference in diameter between this and the previous Submariner. I actually would say that this watch wears smaller, which is due to the thin lugs. So as you can see, if you compare it, if you've seen the previous Submariner, you can tell that these lugs are significantly thinner than the previous model. And I think that makes a massive difference in wearability, much more so than the change in diameter of the case. So I would say that this actually is more open to people with smaller wrist sizes.
Why don't you shut up and see how it looks like on the wrist?
Its numerical case size increasing. So on the wrist, again, the heft is the thing you'll notice with this, which is simply due to its solid gold case. Despite having a gold case, which softer metal, you still get 300-meter water resistance, and you have the same kind of professional qualifications of the standard steel model, which is great. But on the wrist, you definitely feel that heft all of a sudden. I think it's very comfortable though. The Oyster bracelet
how much did it say
is just
it was?
absolutely fantastic.
Go
It's super sturdy. That heft of the gold.
54 grand? Are you fucking serious?
I think it's
That's not how much that watch is. The watch is like a 30 grand watch. It's not 54 grand. Let me see real quick. Looking at this one. Yeah. You can get look at this one. You can get one for 34, 18K. 18K. I wish I could do YouTube full time, bro. I really do. I mean, it's hard though, bro. It's not easy to do this, especially when nobody comes up and talks to you. When you just have to talk by yourself, it's pretty difficult. I don't see how people make money doing it, but people do. I mean, people make tons of money. But This is definitely my dream watch. I like another one that's really good is the green Daytona. They call it the John Mayer. Okay, I'll drop a link. Hold on a second. God, I'm tired. This is 84 grand. That's just because they're not making them anymore. You know what I mean? Just because they are not making them anymore. I love it though. I like they call this one the Pikachu. Call this one the Pikachu because it's all gold. It's all gold with the black. Somebody said the Hulk. The Hulk is dope. Oh, shares tab instead. I keep forgetting to click over, but the Pikachu right here. That's cool. Pikachu's cool. My favorite one is still the Blue Submariner. But they call this the Daytona. They call this the the John Mayer. John Mayer Daytona. Man, I'm tired, y'all. I gotta put more into this. Do y'all know any YouTubers that started from like nothing, from like smaller streams like my streams and then got to being big? I heard that the lead attorney started off very, very small. And then after that, he grew to being very, very big. I don't know if that's true or not. So let's watch some old Trump clips. Trump being funny. Most of them start that way. Yeah. I don't know why minds are so bad. Let's watch Trump beat up on the dude. Lamont, are you there? You can go off cam if you want to. I see you in the back. You can go off cam if you want to. You don't have to be on cam. Do you want to be on cam?
How I go off?
Oh, okay. I'll remove you. Sorry about that. Yeah, just close the feed of your close the feed of your camera. I don't know how to show you on StreamYard how to do that. My timing of leaving YouTube was so bad. Why do you think I would have gotten bigger if I stayed on?
I think so.
Oh, there you are, Lamont. Marcus is typing in the chat. How are you, Lamont?
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro.
I can take that off if you want me. I think I saw a little bit and then went back. So how are you? How'd you find out about me? Just curious.
Oh man, I've been following you. It's in Instagram. Back in the days, you on Instagram way before you came to YouTube, and I saw you on Anton Daniels show.
Okay, well, Anton, yeah. I mean, Anton's big now, man. It's I don't even know if he does anything like Fight Club anymore, or I don't see him drop the link anymore. So
no, he don't do it no more.
So, it seems like if we were a network, it seems like the network has kind of crumbled a little bit. It seems like everyone is on an island. Fatty's over here, Podcast is over here, Angry Man is over here.
Everybody's separated.
Yeah.
But see, when I first saw you on Instagram, way before you came to YouTube.
Yeah, I started off on Clubhouse.
Yeah, you had pretty good content then. Yeah,
Clubhouse was where I started, and I was banned off of Clubhouse over 100 times.
Hey, no lie. Happened, man. I feel you, bro.
No lie, bro. I was banned off Clubhouse over 100 times. Dude, I'm starting to get banned on TikTok a lot. I get in these debates with people on TikTok. Let's see if I can get in on one.
Yeah, let's do that. I help you.
Oh, hold on a second. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can.
Do one together, though.
Bet. Hold on a second. But I don't know if I can't share it. Hold on a second. I can't. DJ Hamp. Okay. Let's see if I can get in on one, and then I'll put it on speaker.
Okay.
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, we can hear it. We can hear it a little bit.
Okay.
We talk
What happened?
I'm trying to do it right here.
Thinking about moving forward as a country, finding people. It doesn't matter what party you're in. Honestly, parties should be abolished at all. We shouldn't be taking any sides. We should just be finding someone that defends the things that we want and putting.
What are you talking about?
Whether it's economy, whether it's like autonomy, whether
She's
it's
a woman.
rights, whether
I know.
it is. And, I don't support everything Kamala says, but at the end
Kamala.
of the day,
well, I don't support everything anybody says, but we do have a decision to make. I do want to.
This guy looks really, really fruity.
Because when people make a point that I think is important to put on the record, especially on the show, we're talking about the story in ProPublica right now. People can go look it up. If you look up the name Navia Crane, she's 18 years old. You'll find the story. I can't say everything about the story, but a teenager who was
I'm requesting, but he's not answering.
Unalived because she went to 3 different Texas emergency rooms.
Fuck that bitch.
She was needing emergency care.
It's all good, man.
And the doctors said that they couldn't, because of state law on AB, they couldn't help her or treat her unless they could get a fetal demise heartbeat.
Yes.
That or whatever. And because she couldn't
I'm
do that,
typing hello so they can let me in.
And she died. They just let her expire. So people, please go look that up on your own. It was brought up, so I just wanted to put a peg in what it actually is. If you're a curious American and you hear these things, you want to look it up. It's in ProPublica.
Nobody cares.
And I have a few videos on more than 2 different cases as well.
Bimbo babble.
You know, this is what I don't understand. You told us to stay out of women's bodies before, but now you want us to step in to help women get their rights back? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, bimbo babble. That's bimbo babble.
Conversation that gets banned on here. I'm really big on that, especially in Puerto Rico. I know that a lot of people in this panel are very educated in not only America, but the things that happen here.
Puerto
So
Rico
I
is
come on
America,
here, kind of
stupid.
spew what I have to and let other people talk.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for doing that. And that was like you brought some great things into the comments. And we have one person who joined. 2 people that joined, but Nick, you're new to the panel.
If he's not gonna thing, I'm just gonna dip.
I know. He doing you.
Yeah, all right, let me go to the next one.
Well, you're literally being announced. You just cursed. Did I curse?
So what? Cursing doesn't mean disrespect.
How are you doing?
The end of MAGA is near.
I'm good.
Okay, Santana Jones.
Thank
Let's
you
see,
so
here we
much
go.
for responding to me.
Let's see if they're getting this one.
As you were going on your point, buddy, I know you have better home training than that.
I know you have better home training than that.
You folks crazy, man.
Okay. Not the end. The reception went bad. Oh, okay. All right.
No, we got a mammy on the line.
Keisha.
Fruit buns.
Okay, so I guess the floor is yours. I just Mr. Boom, you did.
Oh boy, come on, man, let him in, man, let her in.
I know.
Very serious. When you bring down the course of energy, so less energy, and you can afford more things. That's one of the main things.
He's right.
That's key. Let me. I'm hearing that. I'm understanding that. So,
Hold on, Sarkis. W's in the chat for Daniel who said Boom is active as hell. Boom is active as hell. $10 to the nightly donation, and also Felicia said $5 from her black job. I meant to mention that one earlier. But yeah, Boom is active as hell.
At least you got a damn job.
no, baby, you okay? We're going to talk about this later on in private. You're not going to keep doing this to me. Yeah, you bring that across the energy. Excuse me. Hey. And that's a question Kamala can answer.
Right? Like they take you in a hole and then they
white
take you
woman.
home broken and they don't do shit about it afterwards.
Thank you for your service.
But
See if I can get in here.
I still think that there are parties that are doing better for the people. And I say parties, I mean representatives. There are still representatives that are trying to do better for the people. And as a whole, I'm not saying all Democrats, because obviously there are going to be some
Maybe I should start one.
Institutional Democrats that are just there to, go with the flow. But as a whole, I would say that Democratic policies are actually more, they help the middle class more. They help.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
More. And
I keep trying to request somebody's letting me on.
Exactly, man.
Than anything else. I respect that. I respect that.
These are all big shows.
I can't, dude. I can't come to a conclusion who to vote for or anything like that. I honestly, when I go to vote, it might be more independent, and I honestly might just write my mom's name in there.
Actually, I'm running a campaign for those who don't want to vote, and I want to write in the name Manda Rose. I've got at least 2 votes.
Oh my God, girl.
I'm just saying.
Bro, I don't think the government cares. Like, at this point, I'm like, I don't know. I think
Woman
there's
looks
a lot
like
of
Triple
issues
H,
that
the wrestler.
I think when you're talking about politics,
You hear me pretty good, man?
more than thing.
All right, okay, Donald Trump is a weirdo. Okay, we'll see if I can get him this one.
Eric, you hear me pretty good?
I'm good, but I'm gonna see if I can try to get in this one.
All right.
I have a question.
Oh, they let me in.
Paula wins. How do you think America will turn home?
I think we'll see substantially better economic policy.
And if that doesn't happen, how will
No.
you feel?
Can y'all hear me?
Frustrated, sure.
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good.
If we don't see it, I'll vote for Donald Trump, or whoever's conservative runs. Girl, it's barren, but
You will-
I'll vote for whoever follows, who's Republican.
What do you guys think of those job numbers today, given the fact that you think she has better economic policy?
Our jobs are good right now. We're below the rate of
The false.
national rate of unemployment right now.
No, we're actually not. The jobs numbers that came,
5%.
excuse me, the job numbers that came out today is the lowest.
Talking. What do you mean, excuse me?
Because I was cut off.
You asked a question. She answered, and then
No, I was cut off. I was in the middle of a statement.
you said, "What do you think about the?"
Let him go ahead.
Okay. All right. So what I'm saying is that the job numbers today, it's the lowest amount of growth. We're actually losing private sector jobs. The lowest amount since 2020, since COVID.
So do you know what the natural rate of unemployment is?
Yeah, the unemployment rate right now is, I think, 4.2, 4.3%, somewhere around that.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is, that's not telling the whole story of what an economy is, right? You have people that are underemployed. You have, I also believe that the unemployment numbers are also inflated due to the massive amount of layoffs, also due to people who you can opt out of even being counted as unemployed as well.
Why do you act? Why do
believe that people are opting out.
Why do you act like?
So first, why do you believe that the unemployment rate is substantially inflated?
I believe that it's substantially inflated because of what we saw today. What we saw today.
Are you talking about the 12,000 number?
Yeah, the job number. The job, we're losing private sector jobs. Also, we have record amount of layoffs, right, that are happening everywhere. And that's why I feel. I also feel like it's the election. I feel like the job numbers have been revised several times. So if you can revise the job numbers, then you can definitely do something. Oh, you weren't.
Revise the job numbers. What do you mean by that?
Oh, you didn't know that the job numbers had been previously revised? Like there was like 80,000 that they said were accounted for that they end up taking out?
This is
I think the numbers currently are correct, though. Like, there's no evidence to show otherwise.
Well, if they're currently
we always see revisions.
Revisions of that amount?
Yes.
Revisions of that amount?
Yes, I think I have them.
Yeah, give me an example of that.
Yeah, one second. I'll
Talk a lot of crap for a dishwasher.
You don't understand that Pensacola just laid off about 2,000 people.
Hold on, I'm on mute.
But yeah, we've seen where revisements aren't new. So let's remove that one. You said private sector jobs is a big one for you. What do you believe?
Where did you see 80,000 jobs being revised at previously?
Well, I don't believe it was exactly 80,000. It was the exact amount for you.
Yeah, let me see the exact amount.
Yeah. So considering that, let's just even granting the revisement thing, I think that's the least important. You talked about the private sector jobs.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think.
And the layoffs. Let's talk about that. So what do you believe that the impact in private sector jobs being like reduced is, or like why? What policy?
Economics.
Well,
Causes, or like what change has caused this?
Well, the thing is, it's several things. The first thing I'm saying these things as a response. Someone said that Kamala has good economic policy, and my response to that is, are you judging her economic policy by what we're seeing currently? Because she's a no.
Okay, I misunderstood. No, I thought that you were using this like as a thing. But if you're using like jobs that you agree that might not be well, you say that like might not be accurately reported. We see like these layoffs and stuff like that. Chad Wife didn't say that she was using jobs or the unemployment rate to reflect how Kamala Harris's economy is good. I don't like.
Okay, so the current, so we're completely separating her from the current administration. So the current.
No, we're not doing that. But she doesn't think Kamala Harris is going to have a good economy because of the current unemployment rate. That doesn't make any sense.
Is she not a part of the current administration?
Wait, just hear what you just said right now, right?
Yes.
You think that the argument is Kamala Harris will have a good economy because of the current unemployment rate?
No. You said no, hold on a second. You're saying that you felt like she's going to have good economic policy.
Yes.
And I am saying, based upon what I'm seeing right now, whether it be inflation, massive layoffs, especially for those in white collar sectors, increasing energy costs.
Stop.
What do you mean? What do you mean stop?
I was really listening too, girl. I was like,
what do you mean stop? Why am I being muted?
I don't know who's doing that. Sorry about that, Eric. I'm not even being a bitch right now. So, like, for real, I didn't do that.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if I'm judging her, she right now is in the current administration. Okay, if I judge what is going on currently, she's not doing a great job.
I just don't think that's fair, especially if you look at like the policies she's been advocating for.
Such as
she's been a big proponent right now of dealing with price gouging that's been happening, and that's one of the reason why these like mass layoffs are happening, and we see record profits for CEOs or whatever, and we also see that Kamala Harris is in support of taxing them higher as well. She's also in support of raising the minimum wage and all these different things. I'm just not sure like how issues right now that are being perpetuated by a lot of Republican policies would be a reflection of Kamala Harris's economic policies.
Well, because she had because look at what the Democrats had for the first 2 years. You had what you needed for the first 2 years to pass these tax increases, and they didn't do it.
They did not have control over the House and Senate.
So when did they introduce a bill to increase taxes?
The tax cuts and not that bill, the infrastructure bill to do that.
The infrastructure bill included increasing taxes?
Yeah, it did.
You got to show me that, because I don't think that's happened. No, I don't think that's true.
It did.
No.
What do you mean no? It did. Hold on.
Show me. I need to see this.
Yeah, it was a tax provision. And you can. Do you want me to just read it verbatim?
Well, if you have it, yeah. I don't remember any new taxes being introduced.
There was a couple of things that there was something for cryptocurrency. There was something for retention credits, grant relief, pension funding, tax treatment of contributions to the capital.
How is that increasing taxes on CEOs?
Huh?
Your whole thing was she was going to increase taxes on. You said price gouging and increasing taxes on CEOs.
No.
This is her proposals.
Yeah,
these are proposals. But there was actually tax cuts introduced by the Biden-Harris administration.
Yeah, I know there were tax cuts, but what about increasing taxes, as you said before?
Wait, no, this is a proposal. For instance, right, she proposes increasing the Social Security tax for people who make over $400,000 a year.
Yeah, she could. Okay. Why was that not done already?
Because she can't do that. We're under Trump's tax bill right now.
So the first 2 years that you had the House and the Senate, you couldn't have done it then?
No, because we didn't have the House and the Senate.
So in 2020, you didn't have the House and the Senate.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't think I remember. I'll have to check on that. Are you saying we did?
Yes. You don't remember the whole thing with Raphael Warnock and all of that? Yeah.
What I remember was the whole what's his name? Some Republican guy being in charge and having to deal with the Trump supporters, not willing to agree with them.
Yeah, I am just saying that if I look at what is happening right now.
Just to, okay, I'll say this. How
Go
about
ahead.
this? So Biden and Harris are two different people. They do not have the same policies in terms of these taxes. It does seem like Kamala Harris is more pro-taxing than Trump than Biden is, but these are her proposals. They're different from Biden's policies for taxes.
I will also add that there was a lot of focus on geopolitical issues during the 2020 under Democratic leadership. So a lot of it was focused on repealing the tariff in Europe. That was a big thing, was coming down to a European Union negotiation for tariffs, which was then repealed 2020. Similarly, some negotiation with China over their tariffs as well. So that was a big incentive. Yeah, I'm not understanding how this is going to increase taxes on CEOs and do something about price gouging.
Hey, yo.
Wait,
can I introduce myself to y'all?
Wait, I think he's confused.
No, well, because that was the whole point. You said
wait, you missed the comma. So there was a discussion about whether or not CEOs were making profit. There's also a discussion over whether or not Kamala Harris plans on introducing legislation for price gouging, which she does plan on doing that. The CEO's thing was in response to you saying that businesses aren't doing well, or the private sector isn't doing well.
Yeah, she plans on enacting a federal ban on price gouging.
That was a clarifier. There was a comma there.
Yeah, the thing is this. I just find it to be a little interesting that number one, the cost of things aren't where they are because of price gouging. We have higher costs due to supply chain constraints and reliance on foreign manufacturers, right? That among other things. It's not. No, it's that among other.
If that were the case, why did we see these very big companies or whatever making 400% profits within the past few years?
What company's making 400% profits?
Dollar Tree is always going to be the first example.
Dollar Tree is making four.
Oh, you kidding me?
Hold on a second.
Made 400% profits, record profits within the past few years, and they still increased the cost of goods. So
really, so Dollar Tree is price gouging?
Yeah.
Really? So
you know what price gouging is? What was that just now?
No, I'm just saying I didn't know Dollar Tree was price gouging.
Wait, I'm not sure what you're doing right now. Could you explain it? What
yeah.
Is this?
So what I'm trying to figure out is you're saying price gouging, right?
Do you know what price gouging is?
Yes, charging an extreme amount for something that should be lower priced.
Sure.
Okay.
So why would that include Dollar Tree, who raised their prices 25%?
Yeah, I'm actually looking at this right now. Dollar Tree is actually closing stores.
Exactly.
But
I said that they were closing stores too.
But they're also their earnings are
exactly.
Whoa, but hold on a second. But how are they? Okay, I don't get what you're saying here, right? Because
the confusion.
If they're missing their earnings, right? If they're not,
they were missing their earnings. They said they're making record profits.
No, they're actually in March they missed their earnings.
They were making record profits during COVID.
We're 4 years from that. What are you talking about? Come on. So is this during COVID or right now?
During COVID. I'm not
sure okay. So it's no longer relevant right now. It just was during COVID.
Wait. Okay, wait. I think you kind of forgot what the flow of the conversation was, right?
Yes.
So
sorry.
You were saying that the reason why Kamala Harris's economic policies would be bad is because of what we're seeing right now, right?
Yes.
So I bring up policies that Kamala Harris is proposing. Her response to price gouging, which was really bad, and which is still really bad in quite a few companies. Her response also is increasing taxes on the upper class. Her response is. So what are you doing right now? What are you disagreeing with?
I disagree. Number one, I think that it's more supply chain constraints versus what you would say price gouging.
I'm not even sure why you're saying that they. I'm not sure where you saw at least that that they didn't meet their record, their goals or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in quarter one, 2024, they increased their sales 4.2%.
Where'd you see that at? Because I'm looking at it. You said Q1 of 20.
Quarter one of this year.
Yeah, I'm looking at something from March, which would be Q2, and they missed their earnings.
And it still increased 0.7%.
What?
Expectations by what? 13 billion.
Yeah, their sales are actually not doing very well. I'm looking at their stock right now. I don't know what you're saying.
Come on 1 second, hold up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get this straight. Isn't it a point of business to make profit?
While you guys get into it, I will add. This is a little bit back, but I was looking up your private sector claim, and it looks like private sector job increasement was like overshot. I'm sorry, not overshot, but like it was over the margin of what they expected. So I'm not sure you're getting that from. It was
from the job numbers today.
Not the job. What are you talking? No, I'm talking about the private sector.
Yeah, the private sector is negative today in the job numbers today, as of today. The job numbers that were released today, yes, they are. It's only government. It's only government that's increasing jobs right now.
Well, no. I'm looking at the ADP report. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the jobs report that came out today.
The jobs is that the 12,000 number? I'm confused.
Yes, that has a report on the jobs number. That's what I was reciting.
Is this private sector?
Yeah, it's all of it. It's the only person that's increasing is government. The only thing that's increasing is government. Look at
from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Yes.
I got a question.
Because we'll go back to the Dollar Tree. I won't forget, I promise. But I'm also looking at the employment situation. It's titled the employment situation, October 2024. News release, Bureau of Statistics, Labor Department. I'm not seeing the private sector thing. It's a PDF, right?
Yeah. So you're looking at the numbers today?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you looking at the chart that's on there?
Yeah.
Okay. What is grown? What is okay? Look at what? Oh my God! Look at what sectors are adding more jobs.
It doesn't. So I don't see a chart for sectors.
You can go to BLS.gov. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. BLS.gov /charts /unemployment employment situation /employment by monthly industry by changes. I'm looking at it right now. The only people that are adding jobs are health services, which is the hospital, and government. Everybody else is negative.
Wait, where are you seeing a chart discussing the sectors?
It's on the BLS. It's on BLS.gov.
Okay, but actually, if it was a PDF, you said yes. So it's not a PDF.
No, I just gave it to you. It's BLS.gov.
Wait, this doesn't even discuss transport in here. Like, transport has a really large job.
Transport is negative. Transport and warehousing.
Transport increased in October.
No, in October. I'm looking at the chart right now.
October transport increased.
No, I'm looking at it. It's negative right now.
I'm not seeing a chart on here, so maybe I'm not looking at
it. It's BLS.gov.
What table are you looking at?
I'm looking at right now the graphs for economic news releases, employment by industry, monthly changes. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing.
Give me the point. What's the point of a business? What's the point of a business?
Wait a second.
Answer my question.
Just 1 second, please.
So
it's not a hard question.
We're discussing something, my friend.
So was it released Friday, November 1st?
Yes, it was released today.
I literally don't see a graph.
Okay, I'm looking at one right now.
I'm asking you what table you're looking at.
I'm looking at the employment change by industry, October 2024.
Okay, let me see that. So it's not like a bar table. It's like a regular table.
Yes, it's a bar table. I'm looking at the bar table right now. I'm looking at the bar table right now.
Okay, you said graph. Okay.
Yeah, the only one adding jobs is government and private education and health services, which is basically hospitals.
This doesn't say this on here. It says we had an increase in construction. It says we have an increase in there was a
debate master.
That's what I said. I said healthcare.
You said government. Okay, they were all government jobs.
I said healthcare.
Increase in construction, increase and decrease in manufacturing.
Yeah, big decrease in manufacturing.
Not big.
Yeah, it's 40,000. It's minus 40,000.
Oh, I'm not seeing the same numbers you're seeing.
Yeah, it's up there with the professional and business services, which are white collar workers. Why I said white collar.
I'm not seeing the same. I'm looking at B6 right now, so I don't know what you're.
What?
Table B6.
Okay, I'm looking at. It says show table. I'm looking at employment by industry monthly changes. That's what I'm looking at.
Okay, let me go to that one.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
Is it by selected industry?
No, it just says employment changes by industry. You can select based on industry. So it has, yeah, you were there. It has a slight increase in construction, but manufacturing is way down. Retail trade is down. Transportation is down. Utilities are down. Professional and business services, which is white collar work, is down like the most. It's on the job. It's on BLS.gov.
We're like both. We've established that we're both there, so I'm just not.
Does it start with the sector of miner and logging on the chart that you're looking at?
This is ridiculous.
Because Trump, that's what we're talking about. I personally think, hold on a second. The reason why we're talking about this is I personally think that the economy now, I think the numbers are inflated. And I think our economy right now is the worst one we've had since like 2008.
Okay, so look, wait.
That's true.
Look, Eric.
Okay, so you did a PDF. That's not the bar graph.
This is not the PDF.
Go to the bar graph.
This is not the PDF. So is this what you're looking at?
No, that's not what I'm looking at.
So this is the PDF. This is the BLS Gov release.
I did charts / employment situation.
Chart / should I just put in the whole URL? Is that what you're telling me to do?
No, I'm just saying that. Okay. All right. Based upon the bar graph, right now, we are losing jobs in manufacturing, business services, which is white collar work, retail trade, transportation, right? All of these are negative. They're all negatives.
But we're not seeing. This is why I brought up the ADP report. That's not what
ADP. Okay, hold on. What are you seeing from ADP? Just curious.
ADP has showed job increase like over the projected median.
Okay, what's the median?
The median was like 100,000 jobs in October. And it was like over that.
You're telling me we created 100,000 jobs this month?
Private sector, not overall private sector position. Let me remind you. I was specifically talking about private sector because you brought up a decrease in white collar private sector positions, which I'm not really too bothered by white collar positions.
Why not?
That was your whole point.
But this was the point: is that like private sector jobs have decreased, and we're not seeing. I'm not sure how you're seeing that.
I'm seeing that right now by a decrease in the manufacturing and the major decrease in professional and business services. Also, a decrease in retail trade, transportation and warehousing, and leisure. A slight.
That's why I'm saying we're not seeing a decrease in construction, which are the
construction.
Necessary backbones. I don't care.
Construction is not a necessary. Construction is a necessary backbone.
What?
Construction is a necessary backbone.
Yes.
Construction matters more than manufacturing.
After a hurricane?
Construction.
A hurricane. Now you're using this hurricane stuff, right? When these jobs, okay, you know why I do not situation, right? I'm telling you why. Hold on a second. Do you know why I think it's worse than this? Because they've been revised.
Well, honestly, okay. All right, so we don't trust the source. What point are we making?
Let me ask you a question. Are we going through massive layoffs right now?
Okay, but wait.
Are companies going through, okay, you can say you don't trust the source. Let me ask you a question. Are companies going through massive layoffs right now? No, the source proves what I say. I think it's just worse. The source proves what I say. I think it's just worse than what it is now.
Only one thing on this source has lower rates or whatever.
What is that?
There's manufacturing jobs.
What about professional and business services?
From what I see,
I don't care about businessmen being laid off.
Hold on a second. But you said, hold on a second. Do you know business services is not businessmen? What are you talking about?
Let me do the meme. You brought up businessmen earlier.
I said business services. Do you know what professional? Do you know what business? So, okay, so IT workers don't matter.
So IT workers don't matter. Do IT workers matter?
Eric, 1 second. The clarifier would be that you would have to take that up with your president because he would be enabling this. Yeah, Elon Musk has justified these.
What are you talking about? He's not in the White House.
Wait, but you're advocating that he ought to be, correct?
Yes.
Position right
yes.
Now. Elon Musk has advocated for severe layoffs within especially positions that he did them like this. He did this. He contributed to this. He wants to do it. This is his plan for reducing spending within the United States. If you take issue with
how is that spending in the United States?
Because the amount of people who are working directly contributes to the spending budget that businesses have, which is what the whole discussion around whether or not raising minimum wage would be, for example. That's the entire position right now.
Okay.
You'd be advocating for the endorsement of this. This is like $2 million.
No, I'm not advocating for the endorsement of it at all. So the thing is that hold on. So the thing is that you told me a minute ago businessmen didn't matter. You told me you didn't care about white collar. What?
I don't think they do. No.
Really? So how are jobs created? Hold on a second. So no, stop. So how are jobs created to begin with? How do people create jobs to begin with?
Wait, I don't believe that you need 1,000 people to do it.
1,000 people. How would you know?
What? I mean, how would you know?
How would you? First off, professional and business service. It's not just Elon Musk. Do you know what comprises the industries in professional and business services?
Wait, I'm not arguing that it's exclusively him. I'm operating off his framework of how he would plan on implementing some sort of business.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you that's a very, very small part of professional and business services. Do you understand what that industry?
We can use Twitter as an example.
He doesn't run every company in the professional and business services.
He has planned to.
What do you mean he planned to?
Wait, did you miss the rally that he recently did for Donald Trump? He's giving full authority on how to handle the spending budget.
Yeah, that's government spend. That's government spending. That's not professional and business services. What are you talking about?
Wait. That's what she said. She said this is bad because it would impact federal spending.
Okay, but what does that have to do with professional and business? What does that have to do with job numbers? Right?
Say that and make that argument. You have to take into consideration.
It would impact government jobs, which are constantly growing. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. Everybody else is suffering. Everybody else is suffering while these do.
Do you believe that the United States is comprised mainly of public or privatized employment?
Private sector employment.
Okay, so you would justify removing public jobs, but not private.
I say that they should be judged the same.
Why don't you just justify doing it for?
I said that they should be judged the same.
And they should be judged the same.
Then most government workers would be out of a job.
We should see job growth. We do see job growth with this.
You see job growth with government. You see job growth with government because they're not in a business to make money. That's why. You see job growth with government because they're not making money.
Sir, wait. Your entire point was that this job thing is bad because we saw a drop in manufacturing jobs that they're the most important. But now you're saying the job should be judged the same. So that we see job growth. So your entire point just became null with you saying that.
No, it did not. No, first off, no, it did not. That's a cute way to try to tell me what I'm saying. But that's not. You're not.
Both are equally valuable. It should be judged the same. Why did you say that just now? You said earlier that manufacturing jobs should be more important.
She asked me when jobs are cut. I said that they should. Okay, what I'm telling her is when people make an evaluation, most people make an evaluation sometimes based on efficiency. In the government, there is no efficiency because they're not in a business to make profit.
I'm not sure.
Do you understand what the difference between a government worker and everybody else is in the world?
The confusion is like what the point is right now.
The point that I'm making is that she's talking about Elon Musk going into government. Okay? I have no issue with that because our government is largely, I'm telling you, it's largely inefficient. Okay? Not to say that it's not useful. It's useful, but there are inefficiencies in government that exist.
Can you connect that to Elon Musk just now?
Because well, you have to ask her that. You have to ask the speaker that. She's the one that brought up Elon Musk.
You don't care about Elon Musk being in charge of federal spending because the government's inefficient.
Yes.
What the fuck was that? What was the connection just now?
The connection was if she brought up Elon Musk. The host brought up Elon Musk. She's trying to blame Elon Musk. She's trying to blame Elon Musk for the fact that manufacturing jobs are here.
No, I wasn't clarified. It wasn't a blame. It was an example of what the morality would look like if given like presidency to Donald Trump.
Good.
And then she reiterated 10 times that he wasn't the only one. She said that multiple times that he wasn't the only one.
I don't have an issue with him going into the government at all.
You brought up the massive layoffs. What is this? What are you denying right now? You brought up the massive layoffs.
You took critique with the layoffs.
Remember?
Yeah, I took critique with layoffs in private industry.
So what?
The difference is all of the people in private industry, if they don't exist, there is no government. The government is funded by who?
What point is this?
Oh, what do you mean? What point is it? What do you mean? What point is it? What do you mean? What point is this? If there is no private industry, there is no government.
There is a private industry though. So what are you saying?
If the private industry suffers.
Wait. You're only talking about hyper-specific private industry positions, which we can talk about the real impacts. I said I was doing the meme earlier with the Elon Musk thing multiple times, mind you, but we can talk about the real impacts over like reduction in like private white collar positions, and it's certainly not going to be like attributed to policy. It's these business owners who are doing temporary hiring or like contract positions that's playing a really large role. Also, the really large influx in what was it? Like when everyone graduated back in like 2022, they did a mass hiring of a bunch of like computer science majors, and then like fired them all. That's also a really big role in it, and it was because they overhired a bunch of people who recently got degrees. There was also a really large influx in computer science degrees because everyone was being told that they were making a ton of money.
What year was this?
The profit drop.
What year was this?
It was like 2022 to 2020.
Who was in office at that point? Okay. See, what is that? Yeah, there you go. So there you go. Whose problem is it then? I am.
How would Joe Biden force these companies to keep?
So let me get this straight, right? When Donald Trump is in office, he inherits all of the things that happen outside of his control. And what I am telling you, excuse me. What I am telling you is in 2022, who was in office? Who was in office? Yes, who was in office?
Did anyone here argue that Trump like absorbs every issue ever? What the fuck was that just now?
You're blaming him for Elon Musk, and he's not even in the White House right now. You're blaming him for Elon Musk.
What are you blaming? What are you talking about? He said he was. It's not his rally.
You're blaming him for Elon Musk. I'm just gonna say this: if these people,
Blaming him for what though?
these people cut it. Go ahead.
Eric, smash her past Kamala Harris.
Wait, please, 1 second. He said that he
Pass. She looks like Jar Jar Binks.
I gonna lie, I do hate her, but I'll smash that.
She was attractive when she was younger, and her sister is very attractive.
Sir, I brought up Elon Musk because he said that he would be working with Elon Musk. That's why I brought him up, and because of what Elon
Is that
Musk
wrong?
has planned to do with layoffs.
Is that wrong?
You just agreed with these mass layoffs being an issue or whatever. Elon Musk is heavily participating in these mass layoffs.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Elon Musk doesn't work for Intel. Intel and Dell just laid off today. Elon Musk doesn't work for either of those companies. I'm giving you examples of two companies. But you're telling me Elon Musk is the reason for the unemployment and the layoffs.
Look, we've corrected that belief 10 times now. No one fucking said that. What are you doing right now?
I heard so Elon Musk now is no longer responsible for the layoffs.
Right now what's being said is that Elon Musk would be terrible to be in charge of the federal spending.
Why?
Because he's a terrible business person doing mass layoffs. He's fired half of Twitter, literally. He's already sunk 2 companies.
What 2 companies did he sink?
Twitter.
He sunk Twitter?
Yes.
Okay. Is it Twitter still going?
Are you being
Twitter's still going. Yeah, I heard you got a Twitter account.
Twitter's going back to the top.
Twitter's only went down 9%.
That's pretty
Not being serious.
So,
What do you mean? I trade Twitter stock. Twitter's
yeah, I don't care. So, it's
Really quick, Newport. Are you here to say slurs again? Newport, are you? Is that what you're here for today?
thinking about it.
Yeah, you be saying slurs.
What's up?
You be saying slurs. I saw you the last time, and like another lad doing that.
What slurs did I say?
I thought you said Jennifer the last I saw you.
You're making too much noise for me.
I'm sorry. He's got a delay. Poor thing.
But I did want to. I don't know, host. Do you want to move on or?
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired.
Wait. No. Wait.
Oh, go ahead. All right.
I think you're crazy for doing that about the Elon Musk thing.
That was crazy just now.
But
why?
No, you. Wait. I want to go back to the whole like Donald Trump like contributing to everything thing, like the whole administration thing. Because we did talk about the impacts, or like the reason why we're seeing like interesting layoffs with like these white collar private sector jobs. I'm curious, do you believe that there's another reason? And why do you believe it's happening?
I think that maybe investors do not trust. Okay, I don't. This
If
person
someone's like shuffling around,
That's
Yeah.
Noah, and he's about to get muted.
I think investors don't trust the country. I think the investors see our current administration and what we're doing, and I also think that people have less disposable income due to the cost of things, and I feel like it's a mixture of those two things. I think that there are.
Do you have to support this for these specific positions?
What do you say?
What evidence do you have to support this for these specific positions? Because it's not what the general conclusion that's following is. It's like a big issue with the
So you think
concept.
people have more disposable income than they did 4 years ago?
Well, no.
No, the part where you said that like they're less trustworthy in the country because Biden's in office.
Yeah.
Yeah, investing in startups, companies investors holding on to their money versus putting it out there.
I'm going to remind you how many leaps you have to make this conclusion.
It's an assumption. It's an assumption. It's not a conclusion.
Oh, okay. So we said assumption on purpose, right?
Yeah, it's an assumption. If you're asking me why do I think that?
And we do see like a record amount of businesses like starting.
Where?
Like,
Where do you see a record amount of businesses? When?
2023.
Real quick, to reiterate, I asked you what evidence you have to support this assumption.
Oh, okay.
That was, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was asking how you made this conclusion.
I would say that I make the conclusion based upon experience and based upon. Well, hold on. I mean, everybody's saying. We have community. We have community sites such as this one. We see. Are you familiar with LinkedIn and things like that?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean? Oh Lord, that's direct feedback from the people.
Yeah, these are
This is how the news get. This is how people get their sources.
What?
This is how people get their sources.
The scripting was ignored. How would LinkedIn be proof that investors are less trustworthy in the country?
No, I'm talking about a general view of our economy.
This is like me citing Reddit. Like, do you think that would you accept me citing Reddit?
They didn't say
Do you think that those are bots? Do you think that they're bots? Do you think that this is not true? Do you think that this is not true? So okay, well.
Wait, this is it's a job site, a job forum. People use it for marketing. People use it for finding jobs. People use it for networking. People use it for posting things about the job market. But this would be equivalent to me going to like r/business or r/help me find.
How?
It's the biggest r/help me find a job.
But this is. Hold on a second. But this is how people get news on layoffs.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is how people get news on. Really? So people don't get news. So hold on a second. Are you telling me things like layoff tracker? Hold on a second. Are you telling me things like layoff tracker and all that? They don't get their news from LinkedIn?
Do they only get news from LinkedIn, or do they have other reliable sources?
LinkedIn is a very reliable source. I mean, what's better than the person that's actually going through it?
I think these individuals use Crunchbase and like company announcements about the layoffs.
Okay, well, so hold on a second. So if you're using Crunchbase, what does Crunchbase tell you about the amount of investments that are happening in startups and things like that?
But we do know they don't use fucking LinkedIn to do this, right?
What?
It's the biggest
LinkedIn or not?
and not networking in the world.
Well, Jose, I'm telling you that
Just Reddit then, like seriously.
Reddit is
okay.
You have to use your real name for LinkedIn, so it's a little bit different.
What is that?
So your actual name is there, and it's a better.
Come on.
How would this indicate layoffs?
I think I want to hear him.
It's not a source, but I'm just saying, stop trying to see
Please. How would it? Make the connection. How would it indicate layoffs?
Because layoff indicators, like the biggest websites that report on layoffs, they use LinkedIn as a source for that.
So which ones? Because
layoff.fyi.
Layoffs.fyi.
Yes, layoffs.fyi. Go look it up.
And how do they use LinkedIn to do that?
Because LinkedIn.
They get exactly when people get laid off. That's what they use for a layoff tracker.
Yeah.
So guys, once again, you keep saying that this is a layoff tracker.
Go to layoffs.fyi. Go to layoffs.fyi.
Like what with LinkedIn will display like if there's a layoff or not.
People who've been laid off.
More people
People who've been laid off.
I don't think you've ever been on LinkedIn.
Or are you saying
she's a woman?
They use Reddit too.
Like what? I don't know.
Reddit is different. Reddit is a conspiracy theory app. Reddit is just a liberal fucking think tank. Some bullshit.
What? All right, you don't use Reddit, obviously.
Yeah, it's just like some liberal fucking cesspool. It's ridiculous.
You actually, all right, whatever.
I mean, it's just spread nonsense. Yeah, you're right. It's fair because you're a liberal, obviously.
Oh, well, I'm not a liberal.
It's more communist. My bad, you're a communist. Wait, it's more anonymous. That's the difference. What the fuck are you then, Chad? LinkedIn is not anonymous. You don't know?
Shut the hell up. Who's that before I take it seriously? Right now.
He's a goat.
No, I'm about to kick him for real. Shut up. Don't be asking that.
It's Archer. He's so annoying, man.
Archer, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Nah, we're cool.
But going back seriously though, like guys, like I just don't really understand like why you guys think that like these like sources use LinkedIn.
Global venture capital investment 5-year low. PitchBook data shows.
I don't see any evidence of them using LinkedIn.
They have to grab data from
They use
LinkedIn.
Twitter. Are you serious?
Where did you read this?
They grab the data. I think we can assume that LinkedIn is the biggest job before.
Global capital investments fell to a 5-year low in the first months of 2024.
Please, guys. Where did you get that layoffs.fyi uses LinkedIn to track layoffs?
Go click on the stories.
Oh, I'm there right now. I looked
Yeah.
this up for you.
Yeah, okay. When you go to layoff charts, right? And then they get a list of employees laid off. Go look at where they're getting the information from. I'm looking at one right now. They did Ginkgo Bioworks, right? And they got it from LinkedIn.
From the site that you brought up.
Yeah. Go to layoffs.fyi. Okay, hold on a second.
Let's just go to the next topic. What's the next topic? We're arguing over some that.
Trans women.
Fuck no. I'm not going to argue this. I don't want to argue that. It's a stupid argument.
Okay. Well,
It's so stupid. Don't argue that. I don't want to get.
Shut the hell up. So I guess we're gonna go. Hey, Chad, wife. Anything else to add?
No, I think it's
You guys it's been great talking to you two tonight.
No. Wait 1 second, because we have the Dollar Tree thing. In 2022, their earnings shares increased 62%.
Okay. In 2022?
In 2020. Income for
Oh, in 2020. Okay.
What is this?
You said that in 2020 it increased?
Oh no. Yes, I did say that, but I didn't say that was the only time. And you were saying this never happened.
Okay, hold on a second. Oh, let me ask you a question. Who was in office in 2020? Biden was in office in 2020?
Yes. Like, what is this point?
No, he take office January 2021. But go ahead.
Oh, I thought he was doing stuff in December, but what point is that?
The point that I'm making is that the economy right now is not in a good position, right? There may be some slight GDP growth, That's not how I judge the economy. I judge the economy for the perception of the American worker, right? Disposable income, ability to buy a home, things like that.
Hold on, wait, stop.
Go ahead.
You forgot what this was. So Chadwick brought up, I brought up how her banning price gouging, her increasing tax cuts for the upper class, whatever. Those are ways in which she would be good for the economy. And then you denied the price gouging existed, right? Remember? You denied the price gouging was happening. Remember? Remember doing that?
You didn't provide me with any proof on price gouging.
You realize that the price gouging is only for like a natural disaster? You realize that?
Yeah, like COVID, right?
What? No,
I told you it's supply chain constraints.
Like what? I don't.
Is COVID a natural disaster? What?
Oh,
Yes.
It is still a disaster. I mean, it counts necessarily, but
Natural disaster.
I don't even agree with the natural
If it wasn't created in the lab, it would have been.
I don't even agree with the natural disasters point, but nonetheless, like this is like price gouging did happen during COVID. What are you guys doing right now?
You know what I'm
Price
saying?
gouging of what? Hand sanitizer?
I'm just making sure that you understand that like that's what it's referring to. She's not gonna just set prices on shit in general. Like it's only for like if there's a disaster or something.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. Wait, what do you mean this? What are you talking about right now?
I'm talking about price gouging.
Yeah, but what about it? Like, what are you saying right now?
I'm just making sure that you understand that it's not.
Don't do that, sir. Please. Are you serious?
I'm mansplaining price gouging to you.
So he's saying, I'll
So yeah.
We don't need another man to explain it.
As long as you agree that this happened, I'm not sure.
I couldn't understand the first time he said it. Maybe you can.
We
Did
did
you
too.
repeat what he said? Actually, repeat what he said. Repeat what he said.
I'm sick of Luna. Luna don't be saying nothing at all.
I'll repeat it if you want me to.
A whole bunch of
That's
nothing.
a word.
But yeah, in April 2020, the Vermont Attorney General filed a state court action on the resale of masks and healthcare to healthcare providers, exceeding the price of 4,000% of market price. That's another example.
Oh my God. So you're talking about COVID masks?
Wait, hold up. Wait, stop. So did you deny the price gouging happened?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
You literally denied that it happened. Actually, for example, remember?
Not at a massive level, no.
At a massive level.
Yeah, I could go out and I could charge $10,000 for an Xbox. That doesn't mean that it's happening at a massive level.
So
we're not in our situation because people are charging too much.
Okay, I mean, so I don't know what this rhetoric change is. You denied the price gouging happened. Extra evidence. I agree it happened. An example in which the Attorney General filed against
the economic state is due to
price
price gouging.
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what the point is anymore, honestly.
But he said only natural disasters or like emergencies.
And that was stupid. It was never
It's not stupid. You're trying to make the argument. I can't even lay, but you're
You didn't know the argument, did you?
You're trying to make the argument that the economic state is due to a few things, and then you mentioned price gouging, and that's just like insane.
How is price gouging not one of them? Like what? Like there's already
it's
filed right now, and that were filed that contributes to this. Like,
It's supply chain constraints.
Is price gouging happening without an emergency, like going on?
Who the hell cares about the emergency? Are you serious? I gave you COVID. Like this happened during COVID. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, and you're gonna say
Why do you guys keep mentioning an
you're gonna say
emergency
that.
during COVID? What are you doing right
It's
now?
because of they upcharged masks instead of the huge supply chain shortage. Like, dude, give me a fucking break.
What do you
Yep,
mean
supply
instead?
chain constraints. That's correct.
Archer. Why did you say instead when you first said that I said they were multiple reasons? What was that about?
And it's not because
Archer, excuse me, Archer. Archer, excuse me. 1 second, Archer, excuse me, Archer. So why did you say just now instead of, rather than earlier when you said that I listed multiple reasons? What was that about just now? Why did you say instead of?
I don't know what you're referring to. I said.
Oh, you forgot what you said? Got
I
it.
said you mentioned multiple reasons. One of them being price gouging, which I just debunked. So let's go to the next.
How did you debunk that when you said instead of?
Well,
So
just
in
to be
addition to
clear,
the
let me ask you-
I understand.
in addition to, right? So if we have the shortages of supplies and we have price gouging, would they both hurt the economy? Thank you. What do you guys do right now?
Oh my God! Did you hear anything he said? Like, I haven't heard of this before, and
Oh, of course not. Because
It's just like a smoothie.
I just have one more question before I leave. I just have one more question before I leave.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Why did Biden administration cut off the Cuba's pipeline? Why did they cut that off?
We're not moving off the price gouging thing. I'm not sure what that was.
I have one more question before I leave.
You're gonna embarrass
Are
yourself.
y'all gonna cry on Tuesday? Are y'all gonna cry on Tuesday when he wins? Because he's gonna win.
Price gouging price gouging.
I think Kamala's gonna win.
That ain't happening, bro.
Listen, she's gonna win the popular vote, I think, but I don't know.
I don't even think she's gonna win that. She's down in the polls, which is crazy.
Yeah, why do you guys think price gouging can only happen if they
I didn't say it did. I said the only time she's going to do anything about it is if it is a natural disaster.
Could y'all hear me? Could everybody hear me? Hello?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Could you hear me? Yeah, bro. That shit was like ridiculous, bro. That shit was like, what's crazy was like we were literally looking at the shit before we got on there. I mean, like it's kind of wild. Like you're gonna tell me that they don't use LinkedIn? Like literally, look at this. Like I'm looking at it right here.
Yeah, I seen it. LinkedIn. Yeah.
Here's tab. Like they get their information from LinkedIn. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you saying? And then she's like trying to blame Elon Musk. Like, bro, Elon Musk isn't over all these companies. Everybody's holding on to their money right now. And then one of the guys actually put, on there that it was that grocery stores have not made a big profit. So it's not price gouging because they haven't made a big profit. But I'm actually gonna go to bed, bro. I'm a little tired. I'm glad I was able to get some some content on here though.
But see, one thing she failed to realize, Pepsi Cola just laid off 3,000 people.
That's true. That's true.
This is one company, and 10,000 layoffs that took place in the in IT.
Yeah, the IT is bad right now, bro. And that's what I was saying, like business services. I did see something about Pepsi layoffs.
And then plus you fail to realize it's different between government jobs being increased, which is government jobs not based off of profit. Government job is based off of just
bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
Yeah.
It's different between private sector that based off of profit, they help create jobs in the mass economy versus public job. I mean jobs in the public industry up under government.
Yeah.
Bureaucracy.
And then when I told her that I felt like people were holding on to their money, investors were holding on to their money. Look at this. Because I didn't have the information from it. Because, dude, I don't need to see all the, like, it's like, I don't need to prove that it's raining outside when it's raining outside.
Well, we know
that it's, we can see that, bro, this economy is horrible. Nobody has money. Nobody's growing. People aren't coming up from this. It's like, it's not like, you know, COVID when everybody had money or whatever, or they say they have money. It's not even like that. It's just, it's horrible, man. So,
but see, you realize, I ain't gonna hold you up, but even during COVID, the money that we had, it was stimulation from the government. It was artificial and stimulating to the market through stimulus checks and all those things, you know, PP loans, all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And retirement benefits and disability benefits, temporary other benefits for COVID. It wasn't like a market economy based upon private sectors creating jobs and growing. You know.
Yeah.
But if you we'll get into it, man, some other time.
Yeah, bro, we can definitely go through this again tomorrow, but I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I'll come up tomorrow.
Times are fucked right now. I mean, the thing is, I think what they're doing is they're gonna dump it on Trump. He's gonna
be the fall guy.
Yeah, bro. Or if she wins, we're all fucked. I mean, I should be honest. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know if we're all fucked as much as I already have it. As much as people will break away from government, because
absolutely
for me, I just feel like, bro, there's no way she can win. There's no way, like, bro, like the polls right now, and not to say that we should agree with the polls, but for me, the polls are like, let me see,
an indicator. It's like
bro, like if he's up in the bro, he always outperforms the polls.
But see,
so Eric, if he's up, then that means he's gonna be kill it, like, you know.
Exactly, but Eric, what you gotta look at it too. He always turned out at his speeches and his rallies. He rallies. Listen, if you compare it with Kamala Harris, people not turning out for her like that.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
That's the indicator too. You see people that packing in his rallies, man. Trying to
bro.
get the
Because I'm
message.
just looking at this shit, bro. It's like the U.S. jobs data. It's been like this for months, bro. It's been like this for months.
It's been like that for a long time.
Yeah.
Because
they're trying to blame this shit on the aerospace. They're trying to cut out the Boeing shit.
But
trying to cut out Boeing.
You tired, man. You need to get some rest, man. What we do, man? You come back on tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm back on tomorrow, man. I need to be back on here every day, bro. I need to.
I tell you what,
I'm trying to get to that Anton level, bro.
We get to. I tell you, I come up. We're gonna do a review on Thomas Sowell book, Basic Economics. I think there were a lot of people need to learn.
Oh, from Thomas Sowell?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fine with me. The guy that I had on here last night. I don't know if you watched me last night. That guy is I think his major was econ. My major was economics. He's an economics major. My major was political. Yeah, political science. So yeah, we definitely can get on that. So
supply chain management, man.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what we need right now, bro.
Yeah,
that's what we need, right? Especially that, like, everybody's going against the tariffs, but bro, like this COVID shit, like that's why we need to have a better supply chain here in the United States due to what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, logistics. We definitely need logistics. Yeah, man.
So yeah. All right, bro.
Tomorrow, when you come on tomorrow, we can do some review on Thomas Sowell, Professor Walker Williams. I got a video we can react to.
Okay, cool. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you later. I'm about to end the stream.
All right, I'll come up tomorrow.
All right, peace. Yep.